What's going on, Three Lions fans? Welcome back to another edition of First Impressions. This is the show where we get squad members in, who have just joined the camp or this part of the camp, and we, pick up some questions and have a chat with them about it. And today we've got Joe Gomez. What's going on, bro? You good?
See you, bro.
Usually we have the bag with the pieces of paper, but we decided to switch it up. We've got these fancy cards now.
Just saw that
Pick one out, and then we're going to chat about the subject. Go for it.
Avoid that one. I don't.
Oh, the first one straight off the bat. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Talk to us about Trent.
Top player, whip, delivery. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's obviously got a joke of a delivery and great playing alongside him. Obviously, last year we was both playing fullback and I think we pushed each other a lot. Obviously, it was good that we both got the opportunity to get the games we did. But this year as well, playing alongside him when I played in the centre and he's right, we have a good relationship and obviously I know his strengths and how good he is going forward and defensively. So
super competitive though, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's so competitive,
bro. But on the low though, not. You think he's quiet, but he wants to win all the time.
Wants to win. That's a good sign though. The recall. Talk to us about that.
Yeah.
It's a testament to your hard work, bro.
Yeah, I was buzzing. It was tough, missing out and getting injured when I did, because it's a dream to go to a World Cup. So it's difficult, but getting called up again, it sort of helped me put it behind me and just move on. It wasn't meant to be, and I'm happy to be here, man. It means a lot to me, and obviously I'm still quite new to the squad, so still get that feeling inside when you see your name. Yeah.
Nations League, Euros, World Cup is cool. God's plan.
Hopefully, man.
Steve Holland. So obviously everyone knows about the gaffer, Gareth Southgate. Incredible man, incredible waistcoat. Steve Holland, his right hand, maybe a bit more behind the scenes, doesn't get as much of the plaudits, but how good is Steve Holland?
In training, you get a real sense of how much he does, and obviously he has a big input on the team tactically, and he leads a lot of the sessions, and he has a real understanding for the game, and you appreciate that when he's coaching you, and he's someone that you really listen to when he's making a point tactically and so on the pitch, and it's credit where credit's due, because obviously he's not always in the limelight, but he does a lot behind the scenes.
He does. A real football manager, all you football manager keyboard specialists, that's a real tactician right there. Competition for places. How much competition are there for places in there? Because there's even youngsters trying to get involved, stepping up, breathing down the senior team's necks. Talk to us.
Yeah, but I think that's the way it's got to be. This team now, there's so much top quality, and in the summer the teams obviously set the guideline of what needs to be done, and for me coming in after the summer, that's what I've got to try and help do as well, try and compete and maintain that standard.
So what about the likes of Stonesy, Maguire, that's the competition in those places. How difficult is it? Because obviously, only a certain amount of players can fit into an 11.
Yeah, of course, they're top players, and for me it's a joy to play alongside the likes of the both of them, and Walks as well, because there was a real identity formed in the summer about how the way we play now, and all three of them are quality on the ball, and it only helps you as well. When there's that sense of composure and confidence on the ball, it transcends, and you can feel that, and it transforms to you as well. So it's nice to play alongside them and obviously learn off them as well, because there's a lot to learn, and they've got a lot of quality as well.
Spirit in the camp. How is the spirit?
Nice. It's a good vibe, man. For me, coming in, I probably saw it just before the summer and then after, and I can definitely feel the difference. I think everyone's bonded, staff, players, everyone. I think it's natural going through what happened is such a big thing. It's something that's going to be in everyone's memories for their lifetime probably, and it's a real good vibe, and it's nice to come into that environment feeling welcome, and everyone's bonded, and it's real, and everyone is together and real friends off the pitch as well, and obviously I come in and I can see that as well. It's just nice to see.
Yeah, no rivalries in here, everyone gets along. Training, talk to us about the training. How does it differ from, Liverpool, for example?
It's definitely different, just because, I don't know, on camps like this, it's so condensed that there's a lot to get through in preparation for the different teams, and obviously the gaffer and Steve do a great job preparing us, and it's different. Obviously every manager has different styles, and when we come here I think it still clicks really well that everyone knows what we're doing and how it works, and obviously leading on from the summer there's obviously a guideline of how we want to play, and that starts in training.
And facilities here are nice as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I think it's been the home now for a few years, and it's always nice to come here because you feel at home and everything's set out, everything's nice, and yeah, it's a nice place to be.
You see so many people at different levels. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a family.
Watching the World Cup, it was special. It was difficult at the same time.
Bittersweet.
Yeah,
feeling.
yeah, it was bittersweet. Obviously, I was buzzing, but it was difficult because obviously watching the boys and doing something so special was obviously hard not to be a part of it. But then, like, as things went on, that was sort of numbed and forgotten about because, like, it's just about supporting, and it was special. Like,
What about the moments, like, for instance, the penalty shootout? What was
Yeah.
like going through your head as a player that played with England? Obviously, got injured and stuff like that. But what was you thinking watching it?
just nerves. But like for me, I knew how much practice went into it, so I didn't go into that thinking, oh, it's a penalty shootout, like we're gonna lose, because I know how much detail went into preparing and so on before. I was confident. Like when Eric stepped up, I knew like we got this.
England fans, talk to us about England fans.
Like for me, being on the outside looking in the summer, I think I really got a sense of how much the team and football in England means to the country, and yeah, it was special. I think this coming home was really and like the passion involved within that.
The way people were singing it, like, they believed it.
And it's real nice to see, and as players, it makes you that bit hungry to play for your country, and yeah, it gives you a real sense of pride to be trying to represent them and doing that every time you step on the pitch.
The Joker, who's the Joker in this England setup?
I'd say it's a duo of like Stonesy and Walks.
They are funny together.
Yeah. To be fair, Jesse
as well.
Jesse's a joker as well.
There's a couple.
There's a few.
You're saying at the moment you're going to give it to
them two, Stonesy and Walks. Yeah, when they're in their element,
no stopping them. No stopping them. Big up Stonesy and Walks. Next, the gaffer, Gareth Southgate. Talk to us about Gareth.
Unbelievable gaffer. I had the pleasure of being involved with him like at under 21 level and so on, and from that point I knew like how good he was, and he's a great person as well as manager, obviously tactically as well, great manager, but as a person I think he has a real understanding and warmth about him that helps as a player, and you feel comfortable around him, and that's not always the case with like people find it difficult sometimes to communicate with managers and so on, but he's someone that he's real comfortable to be around.
Easy.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. That's the thing. Everyone during the World Cup saw that side of him outside of the setup. Everyone inside knows what it's like. But if you weren't in here at St George's Park or you weren't around him, you wouldn't really know. But I feel like the nation saw that during the summer. Exactly. Even when he broke his arm, everyone was like, no!
Yeah,
like, my arm was broken. But he came back 2 days later. That's what happens with Gareth. Big up the gaffer. Last one. What does it say?
Returning to Wembley.
The last time you was out there at Wembley, you played against Brazil, got man of the match as well, which is an incredible achievement. I mean, what's it going to feel like personally for you going out there again? It must be a good omen for you playing there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a special place. Obviously, as a kid, you dream of playing at Wembley, and it'd be obviously nice to go back there. And I think every time's special. Every time you step on that pitch and playing for England, it gives you a real sense of pride, and hopefully we can get a good result there again and just carry on where we left off, hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Joe, absolute pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
Guys, that's been First Impressions. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure you drop the video a like, subscribe to the England YouTube channel. There's a little bell there. You might want to hit that so you get videos as soon as they come out straight to your phone. And we'll see you next time.